So now that we've got you logged in and got your password changed, we're going to walk through a few of the features of Mission Manager here this morning for you. The first feature is the calendar, and which you see we have going, but we're not really going to use the calendar function here. More because we have the calendar on our website that we currently use, and we have the capabilities to send notifications there. So we're not going to really use the calendar feature of Mission Manager. We have our Documents tab, which here we have linked a copy to our field report, so should you need to get a hold of the field report, you can. And we also have a copy of our standard operating guidelines, so that if you need to review them and you don't have a copy with you, you can. We have some links here that we're using, the Mission Manager Support Board, our Scottsbluff County Search site, and then some organizational charts, which we really don't need to use, but we do have one here that has staff with pictures, and this shows us just how the team is broken down. And you'll notice if you've loaded in your pictures here on Mission Manager, they appear. This is how our team currently sits. Hopefully with the new class coming up in January, we'll have some more members to add to some of these teams. So going back, so those are our links. The login again. Maps. This is a feature that we have that we can pull up maps of our area, and we can pull up different maps. This is currently what you see if you were to log into Google, but we also have the Google satellite version, the Google hybrid version, which has the streets and stuff. We have Google Physical, which gives us a physical profile of the area, and here we can turn on contour lines and those and map features. So that gives us some better map tools to use. So for example, like when we were doing some training out here in the Scottsbluff National Monument area up in here, we could have printed out this Google topographic map to use to show our people where things were at and whatnot. This is a great feature. When we get further in to Mission Manager, we'll show you where and how this works with tracking our members. Our Members tab here, we'll pull up your member information. My ID number is 7. Please don't change that. We need those ID numbers for logging you in and out of Mission Manager. But this is where you'll be able to change your name, your address, your city, email address should that change. Please leave the text message box blank unless you have told us that you can send and receive text messages. Then we'll fill in that field for you. Your phone numbers can change, and your radio ID number, which you won't be able to change because that's been set up for you, but you'll be able to change your other personal information here. Okay, you can go in and change your emergency medical information. You can change your emergency contacts. In the notes of emergency contacts is where we're putting our blood types. Equipment. This is where you can check the equipment that you currently have with you. To be qualified to go in the field, you have to have your CERT identification. You also have to have your CERT pack. If you have a GPS unit, click that. You can let us know that you have one of those. If you've been issued a CERT radio or have a radio compatible with the CERT frequencies that we use, like Shadron, emergency channels like that, so that we know you have one of those. If you've been issued a county radio to communicate with the county dispatch. Motorized transport, that's one that you'll check when you check into the field as to whether you came with a car, if you have a car, or if you have transportation. If you have a canine, most of us don't. We know that Bob does, so that's why we have that field available. And if you have an Instamapper enabled phone, you all received an email earlier about Instamapper and how it works. So if you have an Instamapper available phone, then we can pull up people who have those and use those as team leads. Other equipment that you might have with you on scene, that you'll enter that so that we have that. We also have our database of information to use, so you don't really need to fill that in. Certifications and exemptions, this tells you what certifications we currently have on file for you. You'll notice that my CPR and AED cards are expired. I currently am field ready. I have my ID, I have my pack, I have a GPS, I have a CERT radio. I do have an Instamapper enabled phone. I've been through CERT training, and I've taken ICS, I've signed my SOG, Incident Command 200, 700. I've gone through landing zone training with Airlink. I am basic SAR qualified, and I've taken basic Incident Command search and rescue training. The following, you will need the following things turned in to be field qualified, in which you will have to have your CERT identification, your CERT pack, your ICS 100, and your SOG. If those things have not been turned in and we have not received those and not turned them on in Mission Manager, you will not be field qualified and able to go into the field. Also, you have your identification photo. This is where you can upload photos of yourself. We prefer just a head and shoulder shot. This was the picture that we took for at Scottsbluff High School for me. So I scanned it, dropped it in here, and used it and pulled it off one of my drives. So that is also available to you. Excuse me. Tasks. At this time we are not using the tasks tab. Should we have some tasks later on that we feel necessary to assign teams to do, we'll start using the tasks tab. Timekeeping. This is where you can keep track of your hours, so that at the end of the year, when we make the call for we need your hours to turn into the state, how many volunteer hours you've made, we can just go in and pull one giant report, and we don't have to ask everybody to submit hours via email. It's pretty simple to use, pretty easy to use. You'll see currently that I have Create a Mission Manager videos in there for about an hour. I also have an actual mission that we're currently working on that's showing up, and we're going to add a new activity. And my new activity today is today. It's going to end today. And this was an administration, so you can choose actual mission, administration, equipment maintenance, working on the trailer, working on the four-wheeler, cleaning up equipment, fundraisers, if we do a fundraiser, if you attend meetings, monthly meetings are, things that we all need to attend. Miscellaneous, just in case it's something that's not covered in our categories. Public relations would be kids' night out, seatbelt check day, safety day, going out and assisting with different groups and different things, and training. So SAR training, any of your incident command trainings that you've gone through, those trainings can be listed there. So today it's going to be an admin function for me, because we are Mission Manager video 2, which is what I'm working on. You can record your mileage if that's something that you're recording for your purposes. We won't keep track of mileage, but if you are, you can enter those. And for this video today, I'm going to have another hour in here. So once you've entered all those fields, it's totaled everything up for you. You'll notice down here at the bottom that I have 3 hours total so far this year that I've logged. To add a new activity, you simply click the new activity tab. It will drop in a new activity for you, log it and record it. Now if you want to delete an activity, you simply come up here to the right hand corner and click the red X, and it will remove that that activity for you. At this time, this is about all we're going to release to you. After we are able to sit down and get some Mission Manager training into some more people, we'll be opening up new things to those people so that they will have the ability to go in and track and help log the events as they occur on a need basis. This program will give us a lot of flexibility in the ability to fill out our incident command forms, receive information, track our teams in the field. And the best part about this thing is it's free. You will notice down here at the bottom, this site's best viewed on Google Chrome browser. It will work on Internet Explorer. It will work on Microsoft Firefox, or not Microsoft Firefox, but Mozilla Firefox. It works best on Firefox and on Google Chrome if you have those. Some of the features are not enabled on Internet Explorer due to security issues with Internet Explorer that I haven't really read up on, but we'll be looking at. If you have any questions on this program, there's a lot of help here at the support message board. You can go in and browse the message board to help you with getting through things. But we would like you to start using the program to track your hours and to update your information. This is where the database information went. A good majority of it went to creating this stuff and creating our members that are already in here. So please log in, get your passwords changed, explore a little bit here. We'll begin opening up things, like I said, after we get some training in, hopefully here in the next few weeks.